So we are here at the exhibit hall for Bandai, and by now I think you already know why I'm making this video, and that is here, the the newest game. Some say reboot, some say other things. It is called Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World, and it's actually synonymous to the digital release as far as I know. If you haven't seen the producer breakdown with the Q&A and all that stuff, it'll kind of give you some more information. But basically, the original Dragon Ball game is still going to be around with the Zenkai EX series coming out with Critical Blow, which is obviously very awesome with Gohan in the front. But also, that is renamed to Masters. And of course, this right here is the Master new title. And then Fusion World is going to be, I won't say dumbed down, but definitely more simple and simplified physical version and digital version of the card game. And if we look over here, don't worry about the One Piece stuff. As you can see, we can see the demo decks. The art, I actually haven't seen the art in person. It's actually pretty interesting. Pretty cool. I think they're running demos pretty much all day. So I'm going to see if I can get my hand on a demo as well as get some footage of the actual Fusion World game.
We're close enough to time. I'm just going to start you and kind of give you a quick rundown. I have you two over here, so just kind of listen in. Some of you probably have backgrounds in card games, others probably don't. So I'm going to give you all a very thorough and full explanation today. So for the purposes of this demo, I'd first like you to shuffle the decks I've presented to you in front of you. Additionally, there is a card floating around the table called an energy marker. I specifically want the Vegeta player to have that placed face up in their energy area. I will be having the Vegeta player go second today. This is a new mechanic brand new to the Fusion World format that it was debuted and announced today. Basically, it says if you go second, you start with this card in your energy area. It can be used to pay an energy later at any point. It can only be used for a generic cost. It does not count for specified. That is very important. I'm going to walk you through a couple of important things about the cards. There's there's going to be three types of cards in these demo decks. One, your leader card. That's your big face of your deck. It's your big splashy character. He determines the power level of your deck and how your deck kind of functions.
You're good.
Okay. So, next, I'm going to have you each draw 6 cards for your starting hand. There is a mulligan. That mulligan is shuffling your hand back and drawing a fresh 6. For the purposes of this demo, you shouldn't need to mulligan. These hands should be pretty well balanced out on their own. Additionally, after you have drawn your hand, take the top 8 cards of your deck and place them face down in your life area. Once I have all of you set up, which I think you are, I'm going to kind of walk you through the early phases of the game. The game has 3 main phases. One is the charge phase. We're going to go through that now. First turn player, you are going to skip your draw. Secondly, you are going to take a card from your hand and you are going to place it face up and upside down in your energy area. It can be used at a later point to pay any cost. Specifically, it will produce the color of energy as the color of the card. So red cards produce red energy. The first player of the game cannot attack. The second player will be able to attack on their turn. So for those of you who have charged, if you have a 1-drop blocker or something that says on play draw card, you rest the energy to pay the cost, and you play it now, and you perform the effect. Once you've completed your turn, go ahead and just pass turn to your opponent. Turn 2 forward is really where the game begins, because I'm going to introduce you to attacking and defending.
Draw 7.
So you will get to draw this turn, and on the next player's turn, they'll get to draw on their turn as usual. You then take a card from your hand, you place it face up in your energy, such as your opponent did. Once you've done that, I'm going to have you all do the same thing. I want you to attack with your leader. Leaders have the ability to attack. You can always attack the opposing leader and rested battle cards, rest mode battle cards. If you deck out in this demo, shuffle your drop back into your deck. In constructed play, in a 50 to 60 card deck, if you decked out, you would lose the game. So go ahead and swing. Some of you have already discovered the when attacking effect. They'll draw a card. You'll then go into 2 steps. One is the attacking combo step and the defending combo step. First, attacking combo step. Turn player may use any activate battle effects they wish at that point. 2, they may put any number of cards from their hand that have a combo power on the left side for free into their combo area. You then add that power to your attacking card's power, and then when you're done comboing, you pass to your opponent. Your opponent will then have a defending combo step. To not take damage or to not have their rest mode card KO'd, they have to add combo power or direct power from effects to their card to go above the attacking number. Ties go to the attacker. There is no penalty for failing an attack as an attacker. If the defending player does not meet that threshold of going over, and the leader is being attacked, you will take a damage. To do so, you'll take the top card of your life and you'll add it to your hand. At this point, I have walked you through nearly all of the mechanics of this game. There's only 2 more to note. 1, you can use active mode battle cards to combo. You can take them directly from your battle area and put them in the combo area. 2, you have what's called an awaken. When you have reached 4 life or less, you get to flip your character over and they go Super Saiyan. They're gonna gain new effects and it really speeds up the game. The way you win is by reducing your opponent's life total to 0. If there's any questions, I'll take those.
So after seeing that kind of little demo, I didn't do the demo itself, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It's the same game, just with less. That's all it is. It's now the leader card, battle cards, and extra cards. Those extra cards are now white, and it says all of this where basically since 2017 it continues to grow. 2024, you know the deal. The sample extra deck comes with 30 cards. I don't think it has anything too crazy. I might open it another time. And then it basically has the same exact stuff from all of the other, well, the original card game, basically. The only big difference is that the second player gets an extra energy, or just an energy as an extra marker. So which, if you saw the demonstration, literal demonstration, we saw that. And we have the charge phase. It's the same exact thing. And then the main phase, which again, is the same exact thing. You get to attack, battle, etc. They have the explanation of the colors and things like that. And then the battle phase, which is the same exact thing. I don't think there's anything that really changed from here. Okay, so after all of that, and after, you know, basically seeing the art, seeing everything, all of it, right? What do I feel, or how do I feel, and what do I think? That is what is most important to me. How do I feel? I feel pretty happy, but also concerned at the same time, right? I feel happy because this will bring more players, new players, etc., to a game that we all already love, right? It also allows me as a content creator to make new content. It also allows new avenues for deck building and things like that. And just to enjoy a game of Dragon Ball without committing so much time to understanding what is the best and just committing time in general, right? Like a regular ass, really good game of DBS is 30 to 45 minutes. And because of that, these games, the new Fusion World, I assume are gonna be 10 to 15 minutes. Both digitally, it's probably gonna be faster, and physically, right? So that is a huge upside. The other part is that we're now gonna have more and more players. Now, think about Digimon and think about One Piece. Bandai has understood that these games are incredibly popular, right? And the reason is because comparative to Dragon Ball, they are so much more simplified and more catered towards more possible casual players, and it's easy to teach. Both of those games are very easy to teach. This is now a more easier game to teach and to just introduce someone to the game. That's what it comes down to. Now, the part that I'm concerned about is our OG format, right? Our Masters format is what they call it. And I already know from obviously friends, the group, Facebook groups, as well as like Messenger, Discords, all that. I already seen all that stuff, man. I know what people are saying. And at the end of the day, it sucks if we end up getting phased out. You know, that's my concern. If Masters doesn't pan out to become the de facto of, you're gonna play Fusion World, have a nice simple time, and then after that, you want more, and what more is going to be Masters and these competitive tournaments, which is my other concern. Are we going to have competitive tournaments for Fusion World? My guess is no, that if you want to play a competitive tournament, you are going to have to play in Masters, and that is the whole point of it. And if that's the case, it makes sense. And I don't know if I'll agree with that, but that is the other concern that I have. And at the end of the day, if they phase out the OG card game because of how successful or not successful Fusion World is, that would suck. But we have already been around for almost 6 years and 22 sets coming up. That is a lot for a card game, my guy. That is a lot. I don't know how to express that. But especially for a Bandai card game, that's for sure. But either way, I'm happy to see this. I want to see more. I'm going to make content for it, obviously, when the game comes out in February, along with the digital client. And I want to have a lot of fun. And that is what is really important. I want to have fun. I want to build some new decks, and I want to have my OG card game so I can come back to it and compete if possible, or at least just deck build and have fun. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you next one.